Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I made this cute candy corn wreath with Dollar Tree items. The first thing to do is to gather all the materials. I'm going to be using pipe cleaners, wire cutter, scissors, and this mesh that I got at the Dollar Tree. I am going to use the orange, the yellow, and this one that's with the three colors of the candy corn, which I think is very pretty. Now remember, I'm just giving you an idea and an inspiration. You can use these type of materials with different colors for different seasons or holidays. This is so pretty. I believe this is going to tie in with the design of the candy corn really nice. And at the end, I'm going to show you how I made the decorations for the top, and I also made a sign for the wreath. The first thing to do is to tie the mesh to the wreath. But first, let me show you how I cut all the pipe cleaners. First thing is to make a fold, the half, and then another half. So basically what you're gonna be ending up with is 4 pieces for one pipe cleaner. You don't need the pipe cleaner to be that big. This is the perfect size. So this is the way I do. I twist it very tight to start. And then I attach it to the intersection of all the sections. So for every mesh color that you start, make sure you start at the intersection to anchor your sections, I should say. Yes. Now you twist it really nicely on the back. If you need to, turn it around to make it easier for you. Now I'm going to use this ruler to measure my loops. We're gonna start making loops, and I'm going to measure 6 inches more or less. And then I make this first loop here, and using a pipe cleaner, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to attach it to the wreath. This one I forgot to cut, so let me cut it first. Now the way I attach all the loops to the wreath is by making sure that I am attaching it to the second wire of the wreath and the third one. I'm going to alternate. This one I'm going to attach it to the second one right here. And then this one I'm going to attach it to the third one. So basically, like I mentioned, alternating the second one and the third one. In that way you balance, and they're not bunching up all too close to each other. They're a little bit more like going to the outside part of the wreath and the inside part of the wreath. I'm going to finish this mesh, and I'm going to do the whole section with yellow, then I'm going to do with the 3 colors, and then I'm going to do the orange, and I'm going to repeat that pattern So basically I used 2 yellow, 2 Tricolor, and 2 oranges. A total of 6 of these rolls. So I'm almost done with the wreath, and then I'm going to show you how I made the decorations to put on top and how I made the sign. This wreath is already at my husband's office. He asked me to do something to decorate for the season. Seems like everybody there decorate a lot for every season, so it's pretty cool. I like that. So now let me show you how I made the candy corn to decorate on top. I did a template using cardstock, and then I'm using foam to cut all the pieces and glue them together. I started using white glue for this, but I moved to hot glue instead. I think it works much better and faster, but both work really good. Just that the white glue takes longer to dry. I made 6 of this. And then I glued them to the top. Now let me show you how I made the sign. I'm using my Cricut machine. I made a design, and I'm using this stencil material that is awesome. I love it. If you don't have Cricut machine or any other type of cutting machine, you can use a stencil. Now I'm painting the sign in white to have a white canvas. I'm using chalk paint, and I'm sanding it more because I felt that it was rough. I want the stencil to adhere really nice. And I'm making sure that nothing is sticking to the sign. Now I'm going to use this transfer for my stencil to make it easier to place on the sign. Now I'm going to remove the transfer tape, and I'm going to stencil the letters using Waverly chalk paint in black. I'm not going to stencil the candy corn. I'm just going to trace them with pencil to paint them after. Now I remove the stencil material. I don't let the paint dry completely. It's more like dry to the touch. Cute sign. No tricks, only treats. Now I'm using acrylic pens, making sure I dry the paint before I move to the next color. And that's it. I am going to now attach it to the wreath, centering it and securing it. I'm going to make sure that it's secure. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I'm inspiring you to make one. Until next time, goodbye.